All right, everyone, we're going to try to keep this short and sweet. I've gotten a lot of questions regarding the spot depth order book indicator, and that's not on TradingView. It's on a platform called TRDR. Just want to briefly go over that. I'm hoping that everyone listening in, hopefully, please don't let me down. I hope you guys understand what passive and aggressive orders are and how they work and how price moves in the market, at least the foundational aspects of it. But if you don't, please comment, reply, let me know. I've done multiple threads on this, so I'm hoping, people who follow me at this point understand how that works. But yeah, just let me know. I'm going to try to do these videos at least once a week, and they'll be fairly short. So let's get right into it. This is TRDR right here. There's really only 3 indicators. I use this specifically to look at passive spot. And the reason why I do that is because spot is more resilient. There's less spoofing, there's less noise. And so you can use some of this information to your benefit if you use it with confluence, looking at aggressive and passive behavior, both spot and perps. Perps is a little bit more noisy, so it requires some finesse and some time in front of the screen to decipher. But yeah, this is just passive spot. If you go under the order book depth aggregation indicator, the nice part about this is you can limit it to spot and then only look at the exchanges that you want to view. And in this case, I have it on Binance and Coinbase. And this is just comparing the bids and asks within a certain depth of the order book and showing which side passive orders are skewed towards. So as you can see, this is a 15-minute chart. Let's go on to 1 minute. As you can see, there's been, a bit of a significant skew since Bitcoin has been trading back into the 103. So you can see that there's passive spot interest between 103 and around 101, 102, and there's been a skew. Right now, price is grinding up outside of this area. So how can this be used? So what's relevant right now is if we look at Bitcoin, we had this consolidation that was formed. I think this lasted around 2 weeks, something along those lines. Yeah, like 11, 12 days. And this base formation is what led to the initial attempt at breaking previous all-time high, which is around 110. And then we saw basically perps getting aggressive up here while spot strength was diminishing, which led to the rollover and then the retest of prior all-time high and coming back and trading into this consolidation area. And right now it looks like Bitcoin is attempting to break out of this general area. So this HVN, all the same shit, to be honest. And then the area under here, there wasn't much value developed, so it's pretty thin until this consolidation here, which the high side is around, I believe, in the 97s. So basically this kind of aligns with what we saw with the spot behavior, at least the passive spot behavior. And what we want to see is after these passive clusters get filled, what does the reaction look like? And I did a thread on this as well. You can go on Twitter. I think it's under it should be under my highlights. This is more so for range trading, but the idea is the same. Once passive orders are filled, what kind of reaction follows? Say these passive orders get filled and then price starts moving in the other direction. Once price starts coming back, are the passive orders shifting higher? Is spot getting aggressive? And then looking at the relationship between perps and spot, because spot is what shows underlying strength. And so that's basically how this can be used. It's pretty useful, especially for interim shifts and for areas of interest. And this is something that I use pretty much every day. Every day as in I look at it every day. And I have a screen dedicated just for this, just for looking at passive spot behavior on TRDR. But I hope that was helpful. Trying to keep this as short as possible. Let me know if you have any feedback, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.